On a rock by the shore, not the tiniest bit drab, lived Cora Crustacean, a one-parent crab. And with her, of course, lived her crustacean son, a cute little fella who answered to Ron. Now, Cora, she taught him the things that crabs do, like hiding in sand and scaring fish with a boo. She showed how his eyes swivel round on their stalks. But trouble arose when she took him for walks. For all crabs walk sideways. Well, all crabs but one. And the one crab who couldn't, you've guessed it, was Ron. And though Cora showed him, she realized with dread, our Ron had no choice but to walk straight ahead. When crossing the coral, Ron should have stayed with his mother. But she'd go off one way, and he'd go another. To make matters worse, Ron forgot he'd been sent an invite to Sports Day, his school's big event. Sports Day arrived. Ron wore a red vest. He'd been put in a race and lined up with the rest. The starter cried, "Go!" Ron ran with the rest. But they scuttled north and Ron ran off west. Still, all was not lost, for he had friends, did Ron, who decided to help him with getting along. Some shrimps and a mollusk, whose name was Maria, sat down and came up with a splendid idea. They got all the cockles to lie down in rows, all next to each other with toes touching toes, till they formed a long passage. And then, to conclude, at the far end they arranged some of Ron's favorite food. When Ron saw the morsel, he knew what to do. But the passage was narrow. He couldn't get through. For hours he struggled, the atmosphere tense, while everyone willed him to use common sense. He turned himself this way. He turned himself that. He turned himself dizzy, then thunk, where he sat. The right answer came at the end of the day. He'd have to approach things a different way. The onlookers gave out a whacking great cheer when he turned himself sideways and grinned ear to ear. He scuttled to where the food lay, and then he turned and he scuttled right back again. And now things are different for Ron and his ma, for scuttling is better than walking by far. Ron trained very hard. He never got cramp. And in time, he became the world scuttling champ. Now he can scuttle north, south, east, or west. For Ron's an all-rounder, the best of the best. So, if a crab scuttles past you, or even straight on, don't be surprised. It might just be Ron.